Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, wassalatu wassalamu ala nabiyyina Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa ashabihi wa azwajihi ajma'in. Amma ba'd, fa'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Rabbi zidni ilman ajma'in, inshallah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala increase in all of us knowledge. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Nice to see you again after Eid holidays, brothers and sisters. We'll proceed with our lessons. We are doing lesson number 11 in book 2. We did exercise 12. I'll again briefly go over it, brothers and sisters. For the first time, Dr. Abdurrahim is teaching us masdar. What is masdar called in English, brothers and sisters? Verbal noun. A noun derived from verb. These are all mentioned in the key. I request you to refer to key all the time. It will, inshallah, enrich you with more knowledge, inshallah. Now, masdar is also a verb, but minus tense and the file. In the verb, you have a tense, you have a time. Either the action was done in the past, or action is being done now, or action will be done later on. Zahabtu, okay, zahabtu, past tense. Azhabu, present tense. Or you can say sa'azhabu, future tense. Okay. Now similarly, we have here dakhala, he entered. Yadkhulu, he enters. Okay. So here we have a verb which tells us about the time of the action, when the action took place. Was it in the past? Is it now? Or is it going to be in future? But masdar is an action without any tense or without any file. So if I say dukhul, it gives me the idea of dakhala, which is enter, but without any file or without any tense. So dukhul means entering. Are you with me? Dukhul means entering. Okay. It's very easy to form masdar in English by just adding ing. Swim, swimming. To go, going. To eat, eating. But in here, we have different patterns. There are many, many patterns. For the first pattern, we are going to do the first pattern that Dr. Abdurrahim is showing us, and that is on the pattern of fu'ulun. Many patterns will come. Today we are doing fu'ulun. Okay? We will always remember the patterns are formed on 3 letters. What are they? Fa, ain and lam. All the patterns will be formed with the foundation of fa'ala. So from fa'ala we get fu'ulun. Okay, brothers and sisters? So look at these verbs. Dakhala, dukhul. Kharaja, khuruj, exiting. Jalasa, julus, means sitting. Nazala, nuzul, means getting down. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? Rakiba, rukub, riding. Sajada, sujud, prostrating. Raka'a, ruku. And sa'ida, su'ud. And also if it is raja'a, ruju. Okay? But remember, don't think that all the verbal nouns will be done on this pattern. Huh? If I say nasara, it is not nusur. Huh? If it is fataha, it is not futuh. Huh? It has a different patterns. Nasara will become nasrun. Fataha will become fatahun. Last time I did quote Quranic ayah, إِذَا جَاءَ نَصْرُ اللَّهِ وَالْفَتْحُ. Are you with me? وَالْفَتْحُ. Okay? So that is also a master, but on a different pattern. All of them we are going to study one by one, and Dr. Abdurrahim is going to introduce them. And then we will look into it and do some exercises. Okay? Having said that, brothers and sisters, we come to exercise number 13. اقرأ الجملة الآتية وعين المصادر. عين المصادر. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? Point out the masters. المصادر الواردة فيها, in it. Okay. Now, as it is our habit, we also do some extra analysis. So these are the sentences in front of you. Remember, whenever you see a sentence, you will quickly ask yourself, what will you ask, Brother Hassan? MashaAllah, is it verbal or is it nominal? Huh? That way we figure out, if it is nominal, we look for mubtada and khabar. And always remember, khabar, we have said 5 kinds. 5 kinds of khabar. So these things, will help us and will make your study very interesting, inshallah. لِهَذِهِ الْحَافِلَةِ. Li. What is li here? Harf jar. لِهَذِهِ الْحَافِلَةِ babani. How will you translate this, brother? Babani means 2 doors. So there are 2 doors to this bus. Okay, brother? Where is our mubtada? Babani. Where is your mubtada? Babani. Okay, brother? It is dual, babani. Tell me, is it marfu? Yes, it is marfu. Mubtada has to be marfu. What is the sign of its being marfu? Alif. Because it is musanna, so alif is the sign of its being marfu. Okay? How do you make it mansub? If it is babani is marfu, how do you make it mansub? Babaini. How do you make it majroor? Babaini. MashaAllah. Just keep those things in mind. These are the extra things we are trying to do, Okay. So brothers and sisters, li harf jar. Where is ism majroor? Hadhi. Okay. And then this is jar majroor, shibu jumla, khabar. And what is al-hafilati? Badal. It is badal. Are you with me, brother? Hadhi came and then al came. Okay. Is it hafilati or hafilatu? Why hafilati? Hazihi is majroor. Because hazihi, mubdal minhu is majroor. The badal comes from another noun. If that noun is majroor, then the badal is also majroor. Inshallah. Okay, we got that. Haza lid-dukhuli. Haza mubtada lid-dukhul, jar majroor, shubu jumla khabar. Wa dhalika lil-khuruj. Again, dhalika mubtada lil-khuruj, jar majroor, shubu jumla khabar. Okay, but this is something extra we did. But where is the master? Ayyin, specify the master. Dukhul and khuruj. Are you with me, brothers? Dukhul and khuruj are our 2 masters. So this is what we have to specify. And then, mata rajulu. What is mata? Fi'al madi. What is mata? Fi'al madi. We haven't done this kind of verbs. Okay, where is the file? Ar-rajulu. Marfu. Arajulu, the man died, okay. So this is Jumla failure, okay, brother? Ba'da, what is Ba'da? Zarf. And after Zarf, if there is a noun, it is Mudaf ilayhi. So where is Mudaf ilayhi? Ruju'i. How will you translate? After his return. After his return. So where is his? Ruju'ihi. So brothers and sisters, Ba'da is a Zarf. Ruju'i is a Mudaf ilayhi. Wa huwa Mudaf, and he Mudaf ilayhi. MashaAllah. Min al-Hajji Jar Majrur. So where is our master? Ruju'i. From where is it coming? Raja'a Yarji'u. Raja'a Yarji'u. Okay, very good, brothers and sisters. Next one, again Jumla failure. Yadkhulu tullabu. Where is the verb? Yadkhulu. Now, what kind of verb is this? This is mudariya. Fi'lun mudariun marfuun bidamma. Where is the file? Tullabu. Al-fasla. What is al-fasla? Maf'ulun bihi, mansub. Mansub. Qabla. Zarf. Dukhulil mudarrisi. Mudaf, mudaf ilayhi. Okay. How will you translate? Yadkhulul tullabul fasla. The students enter the class qabla. Before entering of the teacher. Before entering of the teacher. Qabla zarf. Dukhul mudaf ilayhi. Wa huwa mudaf. And al-mudarrisi mudaf ilayhi. Bikhamsi daqaika. By 5 minutes. They are in the class before the teacher enters. 5 minutes. B harf jar. Khamsi ism majroor. Wa huwa mudaf. And daqaika is mudaf ilayhi. Why is daqaika, brothers and sisters? Mamnu min sarf. It is mamnu min sarf. It is diptote. That is why it is daqaika. What is the singular of daqaika? Daqiqatun. Daqiqatun and then daqaiku. Okay? And here it is daqaiku, daqaika, and again daqaika. Majroor is also daqaika. Fine. Wa yakhrujuna. Yakhrujuna. How will you describe this, brothers and sisters? Okay. We must refresh ourselves again. And this is present tense, brother. This is mudariya, brother. Let me write down, brother. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? You'll have to remember this. And we'll be repeating it all the time now. These are, remember, Fi'l Mudari'a, we divided into 3 sections. The first section is 5 in your pocket. The second section, what do we call it? Noon aata hai, noon jata hai. Remember? And the third section is Mabni. We are going to do it now, inshallah. And the next lesson is full of those things. So when you see a noon in the Fi'l Mudari'a, that is a sign that it is marfu. Okay? And soon we will learn that when it is dropped, it becomes either mansub or majzum. But when it comes, we'll do it. Okay, brothers and sisters? So if I say to you, yakhrujuna. So what is yakhrujuna? Fi'lun mudari'un marfu'un bi thubuti noon. Do you see noon there? Yeah. Now because we will be repeating it, inshallah you will become all masters. In the file, where is the file? Where is the file in yakhrujuna? Wow. Yakhrujuna. It is ya means they. If it was takhrujuna means antum. It is they. Hum. Yakhrujuna, and they go out. Ba'da khurujihi. Khurujihi. After his leaving. Is it clear? The sentence is clear now, brother? The students enter the classroom before entering of the teacher by 5 minutes. And they go out after his exiting. After his going out. Okay? Got the idea? Okay, where are our masdars? These are extra things we were doing. Where is our masdar? Dukhul and khuruj. So dukhul comes from dakhala, khuruj comes from kharaja. Okay. Qala lana tabibu. Qala lana tabibu. What is qala? Fi'al madi. Oh, where is our file, brothers, sisters? Atabibu. See, it's so very, once you understand, it's so simple and easy, brother. What is lana? Jar majroor. Qal lana tabibu. How will you translate? The doctor told us or said to us. What did he say? Al-julusu. The sitting. Al-julusu huna ma'al maridi mamnu'un. Are you with me? So here the jumla ismiya. I will just quickly say al-julusu mubtada. And where is our khabar? Quickly, brothers. Mamnoon, mashallah. Mamnoon is your khabar. Are you with me? Huna is your zarf. Ma'a is also zarf. And al-marid is mudaf ilayhi. Got it? And mamnoon is your khabar. So, how will you translate? Sitting here with the patient is forbidden, not allowed, forbidden. Okay, got the idea? Where is our master? Al-julus. Okay, fine, brother. Here is another sentence. As-su'udu, climbing. Sa'ida yas'adu. Okay, brothers and sisters? As-su'udu, climbing on the mountain, alal jabali. Sa'abun. It's difficult. What kind of a sentence is this? Jumla ismiya. Where is our mubtada? As-sa'udu. Where is our khabar? Sa'abun. MashaAllah. Inshallah we can feel it now. One nuzulu, and getting down. Minhu, from it. Sahlun. It's easy. So, where are our masters? Su'ud and nuzul. MashaAllah. Uhibbu, this is fi'al mudari'a. We haven't done it, but inshallah we'll do it soon. Uhibbu means I love or I like. What do you like? Rukuba, mafulun bihi. What do you like? Rukuba. Rukubal khayli. Rakiba, and the master is rukubun, riding. I like or I love horse riding. I love horse riding. Got the idea, brothers and sisters? Inshallah. Next one, brother. Qala Hamidun libnihi. Hamid said to his son. Libnihi. Can we, how many words are there, libnihi? 3 words. Can we say what they are? Li, harf jar, ibni, ism majrur, wa huwa mudaf, and he mudaf ilayhi. Always, if we can figure this out, it helps us, makes us very strong. Li, libnihi, Yasirin. Okay, brother Samad, what is Yasirin? MashaAllah. Alhamdulillah. Badal. MashaAllah. Where is Mubdal minhu? From where is this badal coming? Ibni. MashaAllah. MashaAllah. I'll be repeating Mubdal minhu, so you'll get used to it, inshallah. Very good. Sa'adhabu ila suki. How will you translate this? I will go to the market. Azhabu fi'lun mudari'un marfu'un bidamma. Are you with me? Fine. And ba'da, zarf comes ruju'ika. Ruju'ika. What it means? After your return. Min al-marasati. Got the idea? Fine, brothers and sisters. Where is our masdar? Ruju. From raja'a, ruju. So inshallah you will now remember that masdar is a verbal noun derived from the verb, and because it is a noun, it can have al, it can have tanween. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? And it will decline. How will it decline? Dun dandin. It will be marfu, mansu, and majroor. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? Inshallah. Now we are learning about amma. Amma means as for. This will come in different places in our books, and every time it comes we'll learn a little more about it. And it comes in the Qur'an. So I don't want to go in too much detail, brother. But right now, in the simplest way, when amma comes, brothers and sisters, there will be mubtada after it. And when the khabar comes, the khabar will begin with fa. Will begin with fa. You will be watching this in the Qur'an. Inshallah, we'll get you some examples. But brother and sister, this thing will come with practice. And your mind will, inshallah, understand it. It's very beautiful and it's easy. Okay. I meant to do some practice of verbs, but I'll do it soon, inshallah. Aina taskununa. Okay, brother, taskununa. Sakana yaskunu. Bab nasara. Sakana yaskunu. Okay, brother? Yaskunu, yaskunani, yaskununa. And then taskunu, taskunani, yaskunna. And then anta, taskunu, taskunani, taskununa, anti, taskunina, taskunani, taskunna, askunu, naskunu. We are going to do this quite a lot, inshallah. And you will see they are coming in the lessons, and you will love it. And inshallah, you'll enjoy it. Okay. Aina taskununa. See, taskununa antum. Yaskununa hum. Aina taskununa, where do you live? Okay. Brother, taskununa, how will you define that sakuna? Fi'lun, mudari'un, marfu'un, bisubutin. It's right on the board, okay? Okay, it's right on the board. Aina fa'il? Wow. Wow is the fa'il. So, here somebody is asking us, where do you live? Where do you live? So what is the answer? Ikhwati. What is ikhwati? My brothers. Mubtada, brother. And the khabar is yaskununa. Ikhwati yaskununa fi mahajil jamiyati. My brothers live in the hostels of the Jamia. Are you with me, brother? So, just to tease you again, ikhwati, how many words are there? 2. Where is our mubtada? Ikhwatu. Wa huwa mudaf, and ya mutakallim, mudaf ilayh. Fine. Then, you see, this is how in English we say, my brothers live in the dormitory of the university. As for I, what will you say? As for I. So, amma here means as for. Amma ana. Are you with me? Amma ana. Okay, so ana is your mubtada. And where is your khabar? Fa askunu. So fa came. I would like you to highlight it. So how the fa comes, you should highlight it. Amma ana fa askunu ma karibin li. Ma karibin li. See, karibin is indefinite. We are going to learn a little more about this. What's the translation? As for I live with a relative. With a relative. One. Means, in other words, you got many relatives and you live with one relative. Okay. Fine. Atarifu inglesiyata wa fransiyata. Atarifu inglesiyata wal fransiyata jayidan. Ya Ahmed, do you know English and French very well, O Ahmed? What is the answer? Ammal inglesiyatu. Ammal inglesiyatu. Remember, it is mubtada, marfu. Ammal inglesiyatu. Now comes khabar. Fa'arifuha jayidan. I know it very well. Arifu. Arafa ya'rifu. Ya'rifu, ta'rifu, ta'rifu, a'rifu, na'rifu. A'rifu, fi'lun mudari'un marfu'un bi dhamma. Where is the fa'il? Mustatir. Taqdiruhu ana. And what is ha? Maf'ulun bihi. Maf'ulun. Jayidan. Very good. Wa ammal fransiyatu. As for French, فَدَرَسْتُهَا. What is it? فَدَرَسْتُهَا. I studied it. قَبْلَ سَنَوَاتٍ. Few years ago. Before few years. Are you with me? أَمَّا الْفْرَنْسِيَةُ فَدَرَسْتُهَا قَبْلَ سَنَوَاتٍ. وَلَكِنَّنِي. What is لَكِنَّنِي? Min ikhwatu inna. So what is lakinnani? There are 2 words. Lakin and ya mutakallim. Ismu lakinna mansubun. Are you with me? Inshallah. Where is khabar lakinna? Nasituha. But I have forgotten it. Nasituha. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? Do you remember this verb? The madi is nasiya. We are going to study this later on, okay? But this verb is a special verb. It will not conjugate in a normal way. But if I put noon here, what is this? Noon of hunna, noonu niswa. What will happen to ya now? It will get a sukoon. Are you with me? The ya will get a sukoon. Because noon has come, noonu niswa. So how will you pronounce now, brother? You will pronounce as nasina. Not hasina. Nasina. Okay, and then rest we can do. Can we? Nasina, nasita, nasituma, nasitum, nasiti, nasituma, nasitunna, nasitu, nasina. Got the idea? So, lakinnani nasitu. But I forgot. And what is ha? Mafulun bi. I forgot it. Al-an. now. Got the idea, brothers and sisters? Inshallah. Become hadha al-kitabu wa hadhihi al-majallatu. How will you translate now, brothers? How much is this book and this magazine? So what is the answer? Ammal kitabu fahuwa bi asharati riyalatin. As for the book, it is for 10 riyals. Are you with me, brothers? Highlight fa wherever it comes, without my saying, because we are learning the use of amma, and then fa has to come. If we forget the fa, then it will be incorrect. And there are beautiful examples in the Qur'an. Okay? وَأَمَّا الْمَجَلَّةُ. Are you with me? And as for the magazine, فَهِيَ بِثَلَاثَةِ رِيَالَاتٍ. And this is for 3 riyals. Is it clear, brothers and sisters? Inshallah. It's very clear. I will read it again. Okay. Ammal kitabu fahuwa bi asharati riyalatin wa ammal majallatu fahiya bi thalathati riyalatin. Very good, brother. Now we got to do it ourselves. Are we ready for it? Inshallah. Aina al-mustashfa wa aina al-maktabul barid. Brother, maktabul barid, you can easily say it is mudhakkar. But sometimes people do get confused. Mustashfa. What is mustashfa? It is muzakkar. Write down that it is muzakkar. And brothers and sisters, what is mustashfa? It is ismu makan. What is it? Ismu makan, name of a place. We are going to learn a lot about ismu makan, ismu zaman. So mustashfa is a ismu makan. Fine, brothers and sisters. How will you say now? You can start with ammal mustashfa. Now you have 2 ways of doing it. You can straight away say fa amama zakal masjidi. Or you can say, if you wish, ammal mustashfa fahuwa. You can say both. You can say fahuwa amama zakal masjidi, or you can just say fa amama zakal masjidi. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? So how will you translate now? As for the hospital, it is in front of the masjid. Wa ammal maktabul barid fahuwa qaribun min as-suki. It is near the souk. Are you with me? Ammal maktabul baridi fahuwa qaribun min as-suki. Brothers and sisters, I hope you are following me. It's not difficult. في أي كلية يدرس حامد وعثمان. Translation, brother. In which faculty Hamid and Uthman study? So what will you say, brothers and sisters? Ammal Hamidun fayadrusu. What will you say? Fayadrusu fi kulliyati tijarati. Wa amma Uthmanu fayadrusu fi kulliyati tibbi. Is it clear, brothers and sisters? Inshallah. This is very beautiful exercise. You must all do it nicely. Okay? And if you have time, do it on a separate page also. Okay. Aina dhahaba abuka wa akhuka. Translation, brothers, sisters. Where did your father and brother go? What will you say? Amma abi. See, abuka will become abi. Amma abi. How will you translate? Amma abi. As for my father, فَذَهَبَ ilal mustawsafi. What is the meaning of mustawsafi? Clinic. Clinic. Huh? Okay. Amma abi fazahaba ilal mustawsafi. Amma akhi fazahaba ila saydaliyati. Got it, brothers and sisters? Inshallah. Okay. What is saydaliyati? Shoppers Drug Mart. Okay. We got to promote it. Brother Hassan works there. Okay. Good enough, brother? Now we come to last exercise. Ta'ammal. Ponder on the following examples. Ja'a akhi min Makkata. Brother, Ja'a. He came. Where is the file? Akhu. Wa huwa mudaf and ya mutakallim mudaf ilayhi. Sahih, brothers and sisters? Fine. Now when you say Ja'a akhi min Makkah, means my brother came from Makkah. But if you have to say one of my brother came from Makkah, because you got many brothers, and one of them came from Makkah, no, you cannot say then akhi, because that will not denote the meaning of one of my brother. So how will you say? Ja'a akhun li min Makkah. What will you say? Ja'a akhun li. Means a brother came, means I have got more brothers, you know. Or in other words, it is Ja'a ahadu ikhwati. That is further giving the details. So, brother, Ja'a ahadu ikhwati, where is the file? Ja'a ahadu ikhwati, where is the file? Ahadu, wa huwa mudaf. And then ikhwati, mudaf ilayhi. Wa huwa mudaf. And ya mutakallim, mudaf ilayhi. Tell me, brothers and sisters, ahdu ikhwati, how many words are there? 3 words. Make sure you understand there are 3 words. Sahih, brothers and sisters? Very good. Very good. Zahabtu li ziyarati sadiqi. How will you translate? I went to visit my friend. Li ziyarati sadiqi. How many words are there? 4 words, brother. Li harf jar, ziyarati ism majroor wa huwa mudaf, sadiqi mudaf ilayhi wa huwa mudaf, and ya mutakallim mudaf ilayhi. Got the idea? Very good. Very good, brothers and sisters. Now if you just went to visit one of your friend, how will you say? Zahabtu li ziyarati sadiqin li. Are you with me? Li ziyarati sadiqin li. In other words, how will you say? Li ziyarati ahdi asdiqai. Look at this, brother. Li harf jar. Is everybody with me? Li harf jar. Ziyarati ism majroor. Wa huwa mudaf. And ahdi mudaf ilayhi. Wa huwa mudaf. And asdiqai mudaf ilayhi. Wa huwa mudaf. And ya mutakallim mudaf. Did you get it, brothers and sisters? It's a chain of mudaf ilayhi. So if you say ziyarati ahdi asdiqai means to visit one of my friends. Now the same thing can be said by just saying sadiqin li, one of my friend. Askunu, what is the meaning of askunu? I live. Askunu ma karibi, with my relative. Finished, my relative. But if you want to say, I live with one of my relatives, then how will you say? Askunu ma karibin li. What is the meaning of karibin li? Ma ahdi aqribai. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? What is ma? Zarf. And then ahdi mudaf ilayhi. Wa huwa mudaf. And then aqribai mudaf ilayhi. Wa huwa mudaf. And ya mutakallim mudaf ilayhi. Brother, if you can figure this out, what shall I say to you? Antum mumtazun. You are all excellent, inshallah. And this knowledge will enable us to understand the Quran in a very beautiful way, inshallah. Okay, brothers and sisters. Al-kalimatul jadidatu. Okay, brothers and sisters. We should practice all of them. You should be able to do all of them. Okay, Madi Mudariya. Okay, brothers and sisters. Darasa, Darasa, Darasu, Darasat, Darasata, Darasna, Darasta, Darastuma, Darastum, Darasti, Darastuma, Darastunna, Darastu, Darasna. Inshallah, you are all masters. What about Mudariya? Yadrusu, because you got to figure out the bab. Yadrusu, Yadrusani, Yadrusuna, Hiya, Tadrusu, Tadrusani, Hunna, Yadrusna. Then Anta, Tadrusu, Tadrusani, Tadrusuna, Anti, Tadrusina, Tadrusani, Antunna, Tadrusna, Ana, Adrusu, Nahnu, Nadrusu. Okay, this we must understand very well, brother. Shakara yashkuru, nazala yanzilu, bahasa yabhasu. Brothers and sisters, write down after bahasa yabhasu, write down an. It will always be there. Okay, brothers and sisters. Bahasa yabhasu. It will help you, brothers and sisters. Arafa ya'rifu. Okay. Now we did some amar. I want to find out whether you still remember. Okay, brother. Darasa yadrusu. Make amar of yadrusu. Udrus. Udrus. MashaAllah. You remember. Sakana yaskunu. Amar uskun. Shakara yashkuru. Amar ushkur. Very good. Nazala yanzilu. Amar inzil. Inzil. Okay. Bahatha yabhasu. Amar ibhath. Are you with me? Ibhas. Now you got to do Amar now. All of them, inshallah. Sa'ida yas'adu is'ad. Very good. Arafa ya'rifu i'rif. I'rif. But Amar is either U or E. Never A. Okay. Now, this is a different verb. Just remember the verb. Mata yamutu. Are you with me? Just remember that. Okay. We don't say Amar. We don't want to say somebody die. Okay. Nasitu, we will do it later. Karibun akriba'u. Af'ila'u. Okay. So you will remember this, brother? Karibun akriba'u. Aghniya'u. Akwiya'u. Those are the patterns. Unwanun anawinu. Mafa'ilu. Okay, brothers and sisters? Pitaqatun. It's one word, remember, it's a noun. Your visiting card, business card. Bitaqatun. Mahattatun. Station, bus stop, or train station. Mahattatun. Thawbun, your dress. Thiyabun. Now this is important. Risalatun, letter. Rasailu, mafa'ilu. Okay, brothers and sisters. Hallakun, your barber. Hallakuna, Jama Mudhakkar Salim. Mustawsafu, okay, brother and sister, clinic. Saidaliyatun, your pharmacy. Aruzzu, rice. You can write on next to it basmati. Okay. Qadimun, coming. Next. Khailun is a horse. What is the jama? Khuyulun. Alhamdulillah, we finished this. Now we start our new lesson, brother. And in this new lesson, brothers and sisters, see how beautifully Dr. Abdurrahim explains us. In the previous lesson, it was askunu, taskunu, adrusu, tadrusu. Tadrusuna, okay, yadrusuna. In the last lesson, anti did not come and hunna did not come. Okay, now they are coming here. So we will have to now get used to it. And this is very beautiful, brother. Now you are getting deeper and deeper, and inshallah you will be able to use many sentences now. Okay, brothers and sisters? Fa'ala is to do something. Fa'ala is to do. What is mudariya? Yaf'alu. Okay, can we do yaf'alu mudariya? Yaf'alu, yaf'alani, yaf'aluna. Hiya taf'alu, taf'alani, hunna yaf'alna, hunna yaf'alna. Okay, anta taf'alu, taf'alani, taf'aluna, anti taf'alina, taf'alina, and then taf'alani, antunna taf'alna, ana af'alu, nahnu naf'alu. So if I have to ask brother Muhammad, I will say, Madha taf'alu ya akhi? What are you doing? Because it's present. If I have to ask Sister Hafsa, what will I say to her? Madha taf'alina ya Hafsa? Are you with me? If you are drinking something, then I will ask you, Madha tashrabu ya akhi? Are you with me? Madha tashrabu ya akhi? If I have to ask Sumayya, she is drinking something, Madha tashrabina? What will you say? Tashrabina. Ya Sumayya. If I have to say to Hassan, Madha ta'kulu ya Hassan? What are you eating? If I have to ask Sister Fatima, what will I say? Madha ta'kulina? Now you got to used to it, brother. Get used to this. And you do, if you do practice every day, two, inshallah, you will be very comfortable. Inshallah. If brother Abdul Samad is reading something, how will I ask him, what are you reading? Maza takra'u ya Abdul Samad. What will you say? Maza takra'u ya Abdul. If I have to say to Sister Naima, what will I say? Maza takra'ina ya Naima. Are you with me? It's very simple. Suppose Brother Saeed is writing something. I don't know whether he's writing a story or a letter or something. So how will I ask him? What are you writing? Maza taktubu ya Saeed. Maza taktubu ya Saeed. If I have to ask Sister Sukhaina, she's writing something. Maza taktubina. Are you with me? Very good, inshallah. So now brother Abdul Mukim is memorizing something. So what will I say? Madha tahfazu ya Abdul Hakim. What are you memorizing? Now if I have to ask Sister Mainaz, what will I say to her? Madha tahfazina. Madha tahfazina. So we get now used to these things. And this lesson will help us. Lesson number 10, 11, 12, if you just revise them at home loudly, it will help you. It will help you, brothers and sisters. It's a long lesson but very interesting. Hamid is asking his wife, Maza taf'alina ya Umma Ahmed. Umma Ahmed. Why it is Umma and not Ummu? Because Ya came. When Ya comes, then the munada, if it happens to be mudaf, it becomes mansub. Remember? Inshallah. What is Ummu Ahmad saying? And you see Ummu Ahmada, not Ahmadi. Why not Ahmadi? Ahmadu, Ahmada, because it is diptote. You got to remember all these things. Abhathu anad dawai. I am looking for the medicine. Allazi, which akhastuhu, I got it min al mustashfa amsi, from hospital yesterday. Okay. Now I come again, brothers and sisters. Maza taf'alina. What is taf'alina? Are you with me? Fi'lun, mudari'un, marfu'un, bi subuti. No. We'll get used to it, inshallah. Okay? And then, aina fa'il? Ya is your fa'il. MashaAllah, MashaAllah. Very good. Abhathu. How will I describe abhathu? Fi'lun mudari'un marfu'un bi damma. Where is the fa'il? Mustatir. Taqdiruhu ana. Ana. Abhathu. Akhastuhu. Akhaztuhu. Fi'l, fa'il, maf'ulun bihi. MashaAllah. Akhastuhu min al-mustashfa amsi, which I took it from the hospital yesterday. Huwa alal maktabi. It is on the desk. Fi ghurfati, in my room. Fi ghurfati, how many words are there? 3 words are there. Ghurfati, 2 words. Okay, brothers and sisters? Kayfa haluka al-yawma. Translation, brother? How are you today? MashaAllah. La'allaki al-yawma. La'allaki. I hope. Here it is hope. La'allaki al-yawma ahsanu. You are better. Brother, what is la'alla? Min akhwatu inna. Okay, where is ismu la'alla? Ki. Where is khabar la'alla? Ahsanu. Marfu. Very good. Naam. Ana al-yawma ahsanu. Ana al-yawma or ana al-yawma ahsanu. I am better today. Ana mubtada al-yawma zarf and ahsanu khabar. MashaAllah. Alhamdulillah. And all praise be to Allah. Mata tazhabina. Are you with me now, brothers and sisters? Mata tazhabina. Now, how do you describe tazhabina? Brothers, once you know one, you know all. Tazhabina, fi'lun, mudari'un, marfun, bi thubuti. No. Where is the file? Yeah. Khalas. It's so beautiful and so simple and so, easy if we understand it. Inshallah. Okay. Translation, brother. Mata tazhabina al mustashfa. When will you go to Mustafa? When will you go to Mustashfa? Okay. What is the answer? Sa'azhabu ba'da sa'atin. What is the meaning of sa'azhabu ba'da sa'atin? I will go after an hour. After an hour. Very good, brothers and sisters. Inshallah. We always say inshallah, brother. If Allah wills, inshallah. Sa'azhabu. What is sa? Harfu istiqbal. Remember, we did it last time. Harfu istiqbal. And azhabu, fi'lun mudari'un marfu'un bidamma. Where is the file of azhabu, brothers and sisters? Mustatir taqdirhu ana. Okay. You must remember, 5 in your pocket. So, yadhabu, tazhabu, azhabu, nazhabu. How do I say in the pronoun voice? Huwa, hiya, anta, ana, and nahnu. Are you with me? So huwa and hiya, maybe the file will be there, or maybe it is mustatir. But as far as anta, ana, and nahnu, the file is always mustatir. Inshallah, remember this, brother. Because this rule will remain with us forever now. Okay. Ma'a man tadhhabina. How will you translate this? Ma'a man. With whom you are going. Are you with me? Or with whom you will be going. See, tadhhabina can have the meaning of present or future. With whom will you be going? Or with whom you are going? Okay? Fine, brother. Do I have to say tazabina? You know it. What is tazabina? It's easy, inshallah. Okay. Sa'adhabu ma'a Ahmada. I will go with Ahmed. Ahmed is her son. Atarifina. Do you see now? Atarifina. Atarifina tabibata. Allati zahabti ilayha amsi. How will you translate this? Do you know? Do you know the doctor? No, I say which will not be better. Whom you went to? Who you went to yesterday? Who you went to yesterday? Are you with me, brothers and sisters? Fine. Tarifina. Arafa, yarifu. Okay? Yarifu, anta, tarifu, anti, tarifina. Okay? Tarifina, fi'alun, mudariun, marfuun, bi thubuti nun. You got to say it quickly now. Okay? Okay. You must practice it many times. So that when you are sleeping and when you are turning your side, you say fi'alun, mudariun, marfuun, bi thubuti nun. Okay? Okay, brothers and sisters. Naam, yes. Arifuha, arifu. Arafa yarifu, arifuha. So I know her. MashaAllah. Ha is mafulun bi. Ismuha, her name is. Ismu mubtada, ha. Mudaf ilayhi. Because sometimes in some grammar books, brothers and sisters, they will only say mudaf ilayhi. They will say ismu mubtada and ha mudaf ilayhi. Because it is understood. In short. Okay. Bye. Okay, brothers and sisters. Ismu ha. Okay, where is the khabar? Ad-doktura. Ad-doktura tu. Ad-doktura we can say. That is your khabar. And what is su'al? Badal, mashallah. 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 Yakuluna. Oh. We haven't done this. Yakuluna. What is the meaning of yakuluna? They say. Okay, brother? Even though I will not attempt to conjugate this because there's some this verb is weak, so it won't conjugate in the normal way. So we will leave it. But yakuluna, can I define it? Yes. How? Fi'lun, mudari'un, marfuun, bi thubuti nun. Aina fa'il. Wow, mashallah. Yakuluna, okay. Innaha, oh. I know inna. Harfu tawqid wa nasbin. And what is ha? Ismu inna, badab the samad, mansubun. Always we should describe it mansubun. And khabar is always marfu. Okay. Innaha ahsanu tabibatin. Superlative degree. They say, truly she is the best doctor in the hospital. Where is our khabar, brother? Ahsanu only. Wa huwa mudaf, and then mudaf ilayhi. MashaAllah, MashaAllah. Now, from his wife, he now turns to his sons. Maza taf'aluna ya abnai. Translation, brother. What are you doing? And you know taf'aluna, how will you describe it? Huh? Wow is the fine. Fine, brother. Okay, what is the answer? Naktubu. What is naktubu, brothers and sisters? Fi'lun mudari'un marfu'un bidamma. Where is the file? What's that? Taqdiruhu nahnu. Al-wajibati. Homework. Brother, wajibati, how will you describe wajibati? Is it khabar? What is it? Naktubu. We write. Huh? We are writing. Writing what? Maf'ulun bihi. But then there is a kasra there. Jama muannas salim. Remember, for that you always just remember one ayah, brother. Khalaqallahu samawati wal arda. Okay, brothers and sisters, we must always remember how Jama muannas salim reacts when we make it mansub. Normally, the mansub noun ends with a fatah, but not if it is Jama muannas salim. When it is Jama muannas salim, then it gets a kasra, which is not normal. But we got to remember that Jama muannas salim, when it comes as a maf'ulun bihi, or it comes as a ismu inna, or ismu anna, or ismu la'alla, or whatever, it ends with a kasra. And the best thing is to remember, brother and sister, is to remember this verse from Qur'an. And that verse is, brothers and sisters, Khalaqallahu samawati wal arda. Can you see? Khalaqa fi'al ma'adi. Mabniun ala fatah. And then Allahu fa'ilun marfu'un. And then samawati. Khalaqallahu. Allah created. Created what? Then we need an answer, and that is our maf'ulun bihi. So samawati. Can you see here? Kasra. That is mansub. How come it is mansub with a kasra? The answer is because it is Jama muannas salim. So we have to remember that. And then waw came, harfu atfin, followed by a noun which is mawtufun ala samawati. But this noun gets a fatah because it is mansub. So here we have two things right in front of us. Kasra and fatah. Maf'ulun bihi, waw, and mawtufun ala samawati. If you take this samawati and you say khalaqallahu arda, see, mansub bil fatah. But you say khalaqallahu samawati, mansub bil kasra. Why? Because it is Jama muannas salim. There's a beautiful verse in the Quran, brothers and sisters. I would urge you to memorize it. It's so very beautiful. And that is Suratul Ahzab, verse number 35, in which this is a very beautiful surah that 10 Jama Muzakkar Salim and 10 Jama Muannas Salim are coming together. This is a very unique verse of the Quran. I think most of you already know it. But if you don't know, please go home and refer it. Suratul Ahzab, which is Surah 33, and verse number 35. It starts with إن المسلمين والمسلمات والمؤمنين والمؤمنات وقانتين والقانتات والصادقين والصادقات وصابرين وصابرات وخاشعين وخاشعات والمتصدقين والمتصدقات والصائمين والصائمات وحافظين فروجهم والحافظات وذاكرين الله كثيرا والذاكرات. So in that you will see, brothers and sisters, that inna has come, and after inna we need ismu inna, and that has to be mansub. So here is a jama mudhakkar salim, innal muslimina. Muslimina is mansub, and what is the sign of its being mansub? It's a ya. And what about muslimati? This waw has come, so muslimati is mansub and it is mawtufun ala muslimina. But what is the sign of its mansub? The sign of its mansub is kasra. Why? Because it is jama muannas salim. Inshallah, you will remember this, inshallah, brothers and sisters. Now we carry on. Ahmed is saying, أَتَفْهَمُونَ الدُّرُوسَ جَيِّدًا. Translation, brothers and sisters. Do you understand the lessons very well? تَفْهَمُونَ. Is harfu istifham, for asking question. تَفْهَمُونَ, which is, we are now used to it, brothers and sisters. فعل مضارع مرفوع بثبوت نون. And where is the fa'il, brothers and sisters? The fa'il is waw. What is the verb? Fahima yafhamu. Bab samiya. Ad-durusa mafulun bihi. What is jayidan, brothers and sisters? I'm sure you can figure out that jayidan is mafulun mutlaq. What is mafulun mutlaq? Inshallah we'll study in book 3. Now the sons are answering, al-abna'u, na'am, nafhamuha, nafhamuha. Brothers and sisters, nafhamu, fi'lun mudari'un marfu'un bid-damma. Where is the fa'il? Fa'il is mustatir. Taqdiruhu nahnu. And what is this ha doing here? Ha is mafulun bihi. But then what does it represent? All the dhamir must represent something. They must go somewhere to indicate for what noun it is being used. So here, ha refers to durusa. Atafhamuna durusa. So durusa is what is being represented by ha. How come ha is coming? Muannas? The answer is kullu jama muannas. That is why ha means durusa. Yes, we understand the lessons. Jayidan, again, mafulun mutlaq. Walhamdulillah. And all praise belongs to Allah. Ahmed is asking again, brothers and sisters. Ayya suratin. Ayya has come. Mansub. Why? There has to be a verb in the sentence. And what is the verb in the sentence? Tahfazun al-ana. Tahfazuna. Hafiza yahfadu. This verb requires mafulun bihi. So if you say tahfazuna, the question is, you memorized or you are memorizing? What are you memorizing? Then we need the answer. So that is our mafulun bihi. But how come ayya has come in the beginning? Mafulun bihi always follows the verb. Okay, the sequence is fi'al, fa'il, maf'ulun bihi. How come ayya has come in the beginning? Brothers and sisters, ayyu, ayya, ayyi, they are all ismu istifham. Ismu istifham means they are the nouns for asking, nouns of interrogation. And they have to come in the beginning. So the sentence can also be changed to tahfazuna ayya suratin, for our understanding. But then ayya has to come in the beginning, not afterwards. So ayya suratin tahfazuna al-ana. How we will analyze it, brothers and sisters? Ayya maf'ulun bihi mansubun wa huwa mudaf, suratin mudaf ilayhi, tahfazuna fi'lun mudari'un marfu'un bi thubuti nun. And where is the file? Al-waw. Antum. Al-ana zarfu zaman. Ahmed is replying, brothers and sisters, amma, as for. What is the meaning of amma? As for. We will be studying amma in detail in book 3, brothers and sisters. But here, we have already done it. I'm going to repeat it. After amma comes mubtada. After amma comes mubtada. Okay? Then mubtada must have a khabar. When you bring in the khabar, before khabar, fa comes. Now, I will request you, from now onwards, maybe you have done it in the past, I have already asked you to do it. Whenever amma comes and fa comes, highlight the fa. Okay? You can even highlight amma also. When you highlight fa, it brings to our mind that the use of fa is necessary. Okay, brothers and sisters? So, amma, ana, as for I, now is the khabar. فَأَحْفَظُ surat al-mulki. As for I am memorizing surat al-mulk. وَأَمَّا هَؤُلَاءِ, and as for these, that means his brothers, fa, again fa, so highlight fa again. Fa, yafazuna, they are. Yafazuna surat al-qalami. Yafazuna, we know it, brothers and sisters. Fi'lun mudari'un marfu'un bi thubuti nun. Waw is the file. No, it is hum, they, because it is yafazuna. Inshallah, you understand fully, brothers and sisters. Now comes something different, brother. Now the verbs are going to be different. Because now Ahmed is addressing his daughters. See how beautiful this lesson is? First, Ahmed was addressing his wife. So all the fi'ls were second person, muannas, anti. Then Ahmed started addressing his sons. The verb was antum, and in here fayafazuna was hum. Now he is addressing his daughters, so they are antunna. What are they? Antunna. Now, at this juncture, brothers and sisters, I have come up in my mind a new song. Very simple little song, but if you will memorize it, you will understand the whole fi'l mudari'a. Brothers and sisters, are you ready? Now you know fi'l mudari'a, we divide it into 3 groups, just for us to understand it. Group number 1, 5 in your pocket. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? 5 in your pocket. Huwa, hiya, anta, ana, and nahnu. Okay? These are 5 in your pocket. And then we have noon comes and noon goes. In this section, the noon is the sign that the fi'l mudari'a is marfu. And if you drop the noon, then fi'l mudari'a is no longer marfu. It can be mansub and it can be majzum. But we got to understand that at this level of our study, we are only dealing with marfu form. Later on, we will study majzum and mansub. So we should not be worried about majzum and mansub now. We will only concentrate on marfu form. And then the third section, brothers and sisters, the third section is mabni. There are 2 forms of fi'l mudari'a, hunna and antunna, and they are mabni. But how do you describe it, brothers and sisters? So here is a little poetry, brothers and sisters. Inshallah, you will like it. Huh? Can you read it, brothers and sisters? Inshallah, you can read it. Huh? I put it in a song form. Inshallah, you like the song. فعل ماضٍ فعل أمر مبنيان فعل ماضٍ فعل أمر مبنيان فعل مضارع is معرب. It has 3 kinds of moods. فعل مضارع is معرب. It has 3 kinds of moods. It can be marfu, it can be mansub, it can be majzum, but never majroor. It can be marfu, it can be mansub, it can be majzum, but never majroor. Now this has got a nice beat, brothers and sisters. Inshallah, you'll follow the beat now also. Here, brothers and sisters, I'll say it one more time. فعل ماضٍ فعل أمر مبنيان فعل مضارع is معرب. It has 3 kinds of moods. It can be marfu, it can be mansub, it can be majzum, but never majroor. So brothers and sisters, fi'l madi and fi'l amar, they are mabni. They do not change. Okay? But fi'l mudari'a has 3 moods. So every time fi'l mudari'a will come, we got to describe it. Is it marfu? Is it mansub? Is it majzum? We got to describe it. Okay? And it will never, ever, ever be majroor. Now, we must remember, brothers and sisters, the noun are declined. They have 3 cases. What are those 3 cases? Marfu, mansub, and majroor. Noun can never be majzum. But now we come to fi'l mudari'a. We say it has 3 moods. Marfu, like the noun. Mansub, like the noun. But then it is majzum. And only fi'l mudari'a can be majzum. And it can never be majroor. Inshallah, if you keep this in your mind, brothers and sisters, it will make things very easy. Now, when it is 5 in your pocket, remember, brothers and sisters, when it is 5 in your pocket, you will see Dhamma if it is marfu. You will see Fatha when it is mansub. And you will see Sukoon at the end when it is Majzoom. So it's very easy. 5 in your pocket. But when it comes to Noon comes and Noon goes, Noon aata hai, Noon jata hai, then the sign of its being marfu is, the sign of its being marfu is the presence of Noon. With the presence of Noon, it is marfu, and with the absence of Noon, it is either mansub or majzoom. The sentence will tell us. Now we come to the third group, brothers and sisters. And third group, is the hunna and antunna. Hunna and antunna, they are mabni. We will always describe it like this. Fi'lun mudariun mabniun ala sukun. And then we will add fi mahalli raf'in. Inshallah, you'll get used to this. It's very easy. In place of it's being marfu, okay, or fi mahalli nasbin, or fi mahalli jasmin, depending on what is happening in the sentence. Inshallah, I will explain you in detail. But now we are starting the verbs which are used for antunna. So Ahmed is saying to his daughters, Maza taf'alna antunna ya banati. Maza taf'alna antunna ya banati. What is the translation, brothers and sisters? The translation is, what are you doing, O my daughters? So, taf'alna, that is the verb. Antunna has been brought for emphasis. Okay? Now you see, taf'alna is fi'lun, mudariun, mabniun, ala sukun. Taf'alna is fi'lun, mudariun, mabniun, ala sukun. Maybe I should write it. All these verbs will come, and I'm going to write it. Taf'alna, and then tal abna, and then takr ra'ana, and another verb will come, tak to taktubna, and then ta'rifna. These are the verbs which will come. So brothers and sisters, can you see? You will always say fi'lun, mudariun, mabniun ala sukun. Where is the sukun? This is your verb, brothers and sisters. And this is the noun. This is your file. Got the idea, brothers and sisters? Now, the first sentence is Maza taf'alna antunna ya banati. Oh my daughters, what are you doing? So taf'alna, how will you describe? Fi'lun, mudariun, mabniun ala sukun. Now, brothers and sisters, fi'l mudari has got 3 moods. So what is this? We know it's mabni, but still we got to describe it. So here it is marfu. So then you will have to say fi'lun mudariun mabniun ala sukun fi mahalli raf'in. What will you say, brothers and sisters? فعل مضارع مبني على سكون في محل رفع. This is the way you'll describe. So it's very easy. In a day or two, you will master it. And then we'll be saying في محل رفع or في محل نصب or في محل جزم. That's it. But in this lesson, everything is marfu. So we will have only to say في محل رفع, inshallah. The daughters are answering, نحن الآن نلعب. Okay. نحن الآن نلعب. But brothers and sisters, I did not emphasize one thing, that in تفعلنا, I said فعل مضارع مبني على سكون في محل رفع. Where is the file? File has to be there. Noon is the file. Noon niswa. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? That noon is the file. So remember, this noon is not the one of the noon which comes and goes. No, this noon is the file. Okay? نحن الآن نلعب. We are now playing. The father is surprised. You are playing now, huh? أفي وقت العمل تلعبنا. You are playing at the time of work. You are playing at the time of work. You should be working and not playing. أفي وقت العمل تلعبنا. You are playing at the time of work. is Hamzatul Istifham, fi harf jar, waqti ism majroor, wa huwa mudaf, and al-amali mudaf ilayhi. And tal'abna fi'lun mudari'un mabniun ala sukun fi mahalli raf'in, and noon is the fa'il. Now look at the other verbs, brothers and sisters. Mata takra'na. Mata takra'na durusa. When will you read the lessons? So, brothers and sisters, here, takra'na, it's mabni. But if I change into anti, what will I say? I will say, mata takra'ina durusa. When will you read the lesson? And if it is anta, what will I say, brothers and sisters? I will say, mata takra'ud durusa. What will I say? To anta takra'u. So, now when it is takra'u or takra'ina, it is very clear that they are marfu. Takra'u, there is a sign of dhamma there. Takra'ina, the noon is there. Okay, but when it is antunna, mata takra'ana, then it is mabni. But then we will say fi mahalli rafa'in. Inshallah, you will follow this and ponder over it, and you will get it, brothers and sisters. It's not difficult. Mata takra'na durusa. Durusa is mafulun bihi mansub. Wa mata taktubna al-wajibati. Taktubna al-fi'lun mudari'un mabniun ala sukun fi mahalli raf'in, and noon is the file. When will you write? Write what? Mafulun bihi. Al-wajibati. What is the meaning of al-wajibati? Homework. But then, brothers and sisters, al-wajibati has a kasra. And we are used to mafulun bihi having fatha. But why it is kasra? We know the answer. Because it is jama' muannas salim. And jama' muannas salim is made mansub by kasra and not by fatha. Inshallah, we will never forget this. Al-banatu, the daughters are saying, Nahnu qara'na durusa. We read the lessons. Nahnu qara'na durusa. Wa katabna al-wajibati. And we wrote the homework. Alhamdulillah. We have already read our lessons and we have already written our homework. Alhamdulillah. All praise belongs to Allah. Ahmed is saying, Ahsantunna ya banati. You did very well, O my daughters. Ahsantunna. Brothers and sisters, ahsana is the 4-letter word. It is 4-letter word. He did well. We can easily conjugate, brothers and sisters. Can we conjugate? Ahsana, ahsana, ahsanu, ahsanat, ahsanata, ahsanna, ahsanta, ahsantuma, ahsantum, ahsanti, ahsantuma, ahsantunna. So when you have ahsantunna, where is the verb? Ahsan. Are you with me? Ahsantunna, where is the verb? Brothers and sisters, ahsan is your verb and tunna is your fa'il. Inshallah you'll remember, huh? هكذا تفعل التلميذات المجتهدات. Like this, the hard-working students work. Brothers and sisters, تفعل is to do, is to perform something. Tilmizatu. Now tilmizatu, brothers and sisters, the singular is tilmizatun. That is muannas, and you can have mudhakkar, tilmizun, which means students, but in a lower grade, huh? Small children, okay, in school. And mujtahidatu is the naat, hardworking. Okay, brothers and sisters. So what is the father saying? هكذا تفعل التلميذات المجتهدات. What is the translation, brother? That's the way, like that, work the hard-working students. So he likes it, brothers and sisters. He's saying them, I like it. That's the way. I like it. I like that you are hard-working student. Mata tazhabna. See? Tazhabna. Huh? When are you going? Okay. Tazhabna, fi'lun, mudari'un, mabniun ala sukun. Fi mahalli rafin. And noon is the fa'il. When are you going? Li ziyarati khalati kunna. How many words are there? There are 4 words, brothers and sisters. Li, harf jar, ziyarati, ism majroor, wa huwa mudaf, khalati, mudaf ilayhi, wa huwa mudaf, and finally, kunna. When are you going to visit your khala, which is mother's sister? Atarifna, arafa ya'rifu. Ya'rifu, ta'rifu, ta'rifina, anta, ta'rifu, anti, ta'rifina, and antunna, ta'rifna. Fi'lun mudari'un, mabniun ala sukun, fi mahalli raf'in. Noon is the fa'il. Do you know? Atarifna, atarifna. Do you know? Annaha maridatun, that she is sick. Brother, Anna. Anna has come, okay, which is min akhwatu inna. And whenever Anna comes, brothers and sisters, it must be followed by a noun. It must. So Anna has come, we need a noun as a ismu anna, and that has to be mansub. So in this case, we do not have a noun, but we have a damir. So damir is mansub. Annaha, ha is mansub. And maridatun is the khabar. Brothers and sisters, I will again point it out to you and revise something so that you will always remember it and you will never ever make a mistake, inshallah. When we were in book 1, we learned that if the pronoun joins a noun, what is the result, brothers and sisters? We get mudaf, mudaf ilayhi. When the pronoun joins a preposition, what is the result? We get a compound, which is jarun wa majrurun. And when the pronoun joins a zarf, then we get zarf, and that pronoun becomes mudaf ilayhi. And as we know, mudaf ilayhi is majrur. Do you still remember? Okay, brothers and sisters, I will make it even more clear to you. When the pronoun joins a noun, we get mudaf, mudaf ilayhi. When the pronoun joins preposition, we get jarun wa majrurun. When the pronoun joins a zarf, what do we get? We get zarf and mudaf ilayhi. That was in book 1. What about in book 2? Now when the pronoun joins, brothers and sisters, inna wa akhwatu inna, then that same pronoun, which was majrur before, now it becomes mansub. We got to remember, very important. When the pronoun joins inna, anna, lakinna, ka'anna, la'alla, and finally later, these pronouns are mansub. Mansub. Inshallah, we will remember. It's very easy, brothers and sisters. Now I am joining the pronoun with inna. And what will I say? Innahu, innahuma, innahum. Now the pronouns are mansub. Inna, harfu tawqid wa nasbin. And the hu is a damir, which is ismu inna, mansub. Innahu, innahuma, innahum. Innaha, innahuma, innahunna. Innaka, innakuma, innakum. Innaki, innakuma, innakunna. Inni, inna. You can also say innani, innana. No, this was inna, brother and sisters. What about lalla? Same thing. Lallahu, lallahuma, lallahum. Lallaha, lallahuma, lallahunna. Lallaka, lallakuma, lallakum. Lallaki, lallakuma, lallakunna. And then la'alli, la'allana, la'allana. Now we must do with anna also, which has come now in our lesson, brothers and sisters. Annahu, annahuma, annahum. Annaha, annahuma, annahunna. Annaka, annakuma, annakum. annaki, annakuma, annakunna, anni, anna. You can also say annani, annana. Inshallah you'll remember, brothers and sisters. So all these damir are coming as a ismu anna or ismu la'alla or ismu inna, and they are all mansub, brothers and sisters. Now, annaha maridatun. Ha is ismu inna mansub. Where is the khabar anna? Annaha maridatun. Ha is ismu anna. So where is the khabar anna? Khabar anna is maridatun. Then the daughters are replying, Naam, na'rifu zalika. We know. Know what? We know that. So zalika is mafulun bihi, brothers and sisters. Na'rifu. Fi'lun mudari'un marfun bid-damma. Where is the file? Mustatir. Taqdiruhu nahnu. Shafahallahu. May Allah grant her cure. May Allah make her healthy again. Brothers and sisters, you must understand. The verb is shafa. What is the verb, brother? Shafa. And I will write down even mudariya for you. Yash fi. We are going to do it later on at the end of book 2, all these verbs. Shafa. Okay, brothers and sisters. And then ha is your mafulun bihi. And then the fa'il. Allahu. This is your maf'ulun bihi. Got the idea, brothers and sisters? Inshallah. And this is your fa'il. Now you see the verb is shafa, which is written like this. But as soon as you put a damir into it, this a, which is actually ya, turns into alif. And it becomes shafa. This ya is also alif because we are pronouncing shafa, Actually it is shafaya. Okay? But the lam kalima is ya, it is naqis, so we pronounce it as shafa. Shafa. But then when you put damir as a mafulun bihi, then there's a little change in its spelling. Please remember it. It is same thing as this. So it should not confuse you, brothers and sisters. Inshallah. So shafa is the verb, ha is mafulun bihi, and Allahu is the fa'il. Sanazhabu. What is this sa? This is harfu istiqbal. This particle denotes futurity. When this particle comes, brothers and sisters, in the beginning of fi'l mudariya, then the fi'l mudariya is exclusively for future. Sanazhabu, we will go. Li ziyaratiha, for visiting her. Hazal masa'ah. Al-masa'ah, evening, which is zarfu zaman. But then haza came in front of it. Brothers and sisters, haza has come in front of it. So what about that? So here, haza is now zarfu zaman. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? Haza is now zarfu zaman. Later on we are going to learn in detail what are we going to call it. It will be called naib and zarf. It is deputizing the zarf. But all these things will come later on in book 3, inshallah. If you say haza is your zarf, then what is as-sama'a, brothers and sisters? I'm sure you figured it out. It is your badal. What is it? It is your badal. That's very easy, inshallah. Because you are very strong in badal business. Inshallah. Okay. Hamid. Now he is asking his son Ahmed. Ya Ahmed, atarifu, do you know? Tarifu, fi'lun mudari'un marfu'un bid-damma. Fa'il mustatir taqdiruhu anta. Atarifu mata yarji'u jiranu min Makkata. Yarji'u, to return. Al-jiranu, mata yarji'ul jiranu. Jiranu is the fa'il. Brothers and sisters, jiranu is the jama. What is singular? I will write down the singular. The singular is jarun. Jarun means neighbor. And the plural is jiranun. Got the idea, brothers and sisters? Mata yarjiul jiranu. Atarifu mata yarjiul jiranu min Makkata. Do you know when the neighbors are returning from Makkah? Ahmed says, Qala li Yusufu. Qala is your verb, brother and sister. Where is the file? File is Yusufu. And li is two words, jar majrur. Yusuf said to me. Now Yusuf must be one of the neighbor. Innana, truly we, sanarjiu fil spoil kadam. That we will return the following week, next week. Sanarjiu. Again, sa is harfu istiqbal, denotes futurity. Brothers and sisters, narjiu is fi'lun mudari'un marfu'un bi damma fa'il mustatir taqdiruhu nahnu. Okay. Fi harf jar, al-spoil ism majrur, and al-qadami naat. Okay, brother and sister. Azunnu. What is the verb? Zanna yazunnu. Zanna yazunnu. Azunnu. Maybe you should write down, inshallah. It's very important verb, brother. Zanna yazunnu. Brother and sister, yazunnu. 5 in your pocket. Yazunnu, tazunnu, tazunnu, azunnu, nazunnu. Got the idea, brothers and sisters? So, azunnu. What is the translation? I think. Azunnu. Fi'lun mudari'un marfu'un bid-damma. Fa'il mustatir taqdiruhu ana. Okay. Azunnu, again, annahum. Anna, brothers and sisters, min akhwatu inna. Okay. And where is the ismu anna? Hum. Ismu anna is hum. Okay. And where is the khabar anna? Khabar anna is the whole jumla fi'liya. Annahum sayarji'una yawm as-sabti, inshallah. That they will return. I think that they will return on Saturday, inshallah. So, brother and sister, sayarji'una. Sa is harfu istiqbal, particle denoting futurity, and then yarji'una. How you will define yarji'una? Fi'lun mudari'un marfu'un bi subuti nun. Where is the file? Wow. Hum. They will be returning on Saturday. Alhamdulillah, we finished the lesson, brothers and sisters. Now we will do the exercises. Tamarinu. Number 1. Sahih ma yali. Correct what follows. Everything is incorrect here. So we got to correct it, brothers and sisters. And everything is from the dars. If you understood the lesson very well, then you will find that these sentences are incorrect. And we got to correct them. And they are very easy, brother and sisters. Tabhathu Ummu Ahmada tabhathu. she. Anil miftahi. This sentence says that mother of Ahmed is searching for key. Is it correct? No. What is it that she is searching for? What is it that she is searching for? She is searching for the medicine. So what will you say? Tabhathu ummu Ahmada anid dawa'i. Anid dawa'i. For the medicine. Satazhabu ummu Ahmada ila al-mustashfa ma zawjiha. What is the translation of this sentence? That mother of Ahmed will go to the hospital with her husband. Is she going to the hospital with her husband? No. She is going to the hospital with her son. Okay, brothers and sisters, so how will we write it? We will write it, Satazhabu ummu Ahmed ila al-mustashfa ma'a But ma'a is zarf. This is mudaf ilayhi, majroor. But remember, Ibni has got hamzatu wasal. We cannot pronounce it. How will you say? Ma'abniha. Ma'abniha. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? Mudaf ilayhi. So, you will say, Satazhabu ummu Ahmad ila al-mustashfa ma'abniha. Ummu Ahmada la ta'rifu doktora Suada. Mother of Ahmed does not know the Dr. Suad. Is it correct? No. She knows the doctor very well. So what will you say? Ummu Ahmad. All you have to do is remove la. That's all. Ummu Ahmad ta'rifu doktorata Suada. Ummu Ahmad ta'rifu doktorata Suada. She knows the Dr. Suad. Ahmadu yahfadhu surat al-qalami. Is it correct? No, brothers and sisters. Ahmad is memorizing Surat al-Mulk. So what will you say? Ahmadu yahfadhu Surat al-Mulki wa ikhwatuhu, and his brothers yahfadhuna Surat al-Qalami. That's easy, brothers and sisters. Inshallah, you will have no problem in correcting the sentences, but you got to write. If you write, you will become very strong. If you won't write, brothers and sisters, you won't become strong. That's it. That's the statement, brother. That is the result that will come to us. If you work hard, you will become strong. If you won't work hard and you won't write, you won't become strong. We must write everything, inshallah. Jiranu Hamidin Zahabu ila Riyadi. The neighbors of Hamid went to Riyadh. Did they go to Riyadh, brothers and sisters? No. They went to Makkah. So we will say, Jiranu Hamidin Zahabu ila Makkata. Okay, brothers and sisters. Now comes number 2. Annis al-fa'ila. Annas al-fa'ila. Fi kullin min al-jumal al-atiyati. Make the fa'il muannas. Now, brothers and sisters, this is exactly halwa puri. This is very, very easy. And I'm going to do it, inshallah, slowly. You will not find this very difficult. You will find it, you are going to find this extremely easy. You know why? Because you have worked very hard at your verbs. And you are quite strong in identifying the verb forms for anta and anti. So, all we have to do is change the verb form, okay, into muannas. You got to change the name also, whom we are addressing. Look at it. The first sentence is an example. أتعرف اللغة العربية يا سيدي? Sir, Sayyidi means sir. Do you know Arabic language? No, a Sayyidi will change into a Sayyidati. Ma'am. Okay. So what will you tell a lady? You will say, Atarifina. Atarifina al-lughata al-arbiyata ya Sayyidati. Got the idea, brothers and sisters? Inshallah. So, ta'arifu fi'lun mudari'un marfu'un bidamma. Fa'il mustatir. Taqdiruhu anta. Ta'arifina fi'lun mudari'un marfu'un bi thubuti nun. And where is the fa'il? Ya, which means anti. Next one, brothers and sisters. Very easy, very, very easy. Madha ta'kulu ya Muhammad. Now change Muhammad into Fatima. What will you say? You will say, Madha ta'kulina ya Fatima. Madha ta'kulina ya Fatima. Next one, brothers and sisters. Aina tajlisu fil fasli ya Ahmed. Now change the name from Ahmed to Layla. What will you say to Layla? Aina tajlisina fil fasli ya Layla. Got the idea, brothers and sisters? Very simple. Aina tajlisina fil fasli ya Layla. Mata tazhabu ila al-mustashfa ya Abi. Now ya Abi has to be changed into ya Ummi. So what will you say? Mata tazhabina ila al-mustashfa ya Ummi. Next one, brothers and sisters. Madha taqulu ya Akhi. Ya Akhi will be changed into ya Ukhti. So what will you say? Maza takulina. Maza takulina ya Ukhti. Now you are asking Ali, Mata tarjiu min al-madrasati ya Ali? When will you return from the school, O Ali? Now change the Ali into Salma. And you will say, Mata tarji'ina min al-madrasati ya Salma. Mata tarji'ina min al-madrasati ya Salma. Now you are addressing Bashir. Change Bashir into Zainab. What will you say? Ila man taktubu hadhihi risalata ya Bashir. Change it into Muannas now. The file has to be changed into Muannas. You will say to Zainab, Ila man taktubina hadhihi risalata. Ila man taktubina. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? Taktubina hadhihi risalata ya Zainab. 3 more, brothers and sisters. Again it is Ayya. Remember, Ayya suratin tahfazu al-ana ya akhi. That will change into Ukhti. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? That will change into Ukhti. What will you say? Ayya suratin tahfazin al-ana. Tahfazin al-ana ya Ukhti. Fine, brothers and sisters. Ya Hamid. We have to change Hamid into Amina. Okay, let's change it, brother and sister. Atafhamu darsa jaydan ya Hamid. Do you understand the lesson very well? No, we want to ask Amina that. Atafhamina darsa jaydan ya Amina. I will read again, brothers and sisters. Atafhamina darsa jaydan ya Amina. Atafhamina darsa jayidan ya Amina. Now, brothers and sisters, the last one. Ya Yasir. Now, instead of Yasir, we say Khatija. Mata tagsilu hadhal kamisa ya Yasir. Means, brothers and sisters, when are you washing this shirt? Now we address the same sentence to Khatija. What will you say? Mata tagsilina hadhal kamisa. Mata tagsilina hadhal kamisa Ya Khadija. Got the idea, brothers and sisters? So it was so easy. All you did, brothers and sisters, you just changed the fi'l from anta to anti. Ta'kulu became ta'kulina, tajlisu became tajlisina, tazhabu became tazhabina, taqulu became taqulina, tarji'u became tarji'ina, taktubu became taktubina, tahfadhu became tahfadhina, and tafhamu became tafhamina, and tagsilu became tagsilina. Tagsilu became tagsilina. Tafhamu became tafhamina, and tagsilu became tagsilina. That's it, brothers and sisters. That's the end of the exercise. Again, annis, file, same thing, but with a different kind of verbs, you know. Aina tazhabuna ya ikhwanu, aina tazhabna. Okay, so sister Maimuna, aina taskununa ya rijalu. What did you say, sister? Aina taskunna. Huh? Ya nisa'u. MashaAllah. Sister Aisha, you can say ya akhwatu. What will you say? Ya akhwatu. See, it is al, remember al, al kahwata tashrabna. Are you with me? Did you say tashrabna properly? Tashrabna. Am shay ya akhwatu. Very good. Sister Arifa. Ya mashallah. Atarifna rakma mafulun bihi. Hatifi mudaf ilayhi. Wa huwa mudaf and jamiyati mudaf ilayhi. Got it, brothers and sisters? Very good. Sister Sukhaina. Lima tadhakna ya banatu. What is the translation? Why are you laughing, oh sisters? Very good. MashaAllah. Sister Naima. What will you say? Takra'ana. Remember? Takra'ana. Takra'ana. Takra'una is already there. We got to make it muannas. So if you're asking sisters, a group of sisters who are in front of you, then you will say, Atakra'na Qur'ana kulla sabahin ya akhawatu. Very good. Sister Fatima? No, see, you are asking tasma'una. So this is jama. Now make it muannas tasma'una. Antunna. Tasma'na. Are you with me? Tasma'na. Atasma'na al-akhbara min al-izati kulla yawmin. Are you listening to the news every day? Got the idea, Sister Fatima? So, brothers and sisters, in other words, if you practice your conjugation on a sheet of paper, it will become easy for you. Okay, Sister Sumayya. Ma'aman tal'abuna. What will you change that to? Tal'abna. Tal'abna ya banati. Sister Hafsa. Yeah. Lima tajlisna huna ya nisa. Why are you sitting here, old ladies? Now, here, brothers and sisters, let us go back to number 2. In number 2, anta changed into anti. Are you with me? Write down somewhere if you want to. Number 2, exercise number 2, you change anta into anti. Sister Sumayya? Are you with me? Ta'rifu became ta'rifina. Are you with me? Anta became anti. The form of anta changed into the form of anti. Are you with me? Ta'kulu, ta'kulina. Tajlisu, tajlisina. Tazhabu, tazhabina. Are you with me, Sister Sumayya? Huh? See, what are you doing? We are changing the form of anta into anti. Huh? Okay? Now, are you with me? Ta'kulu, ta'kulina. Tajlisu, tajlisina. Tazhabu, tazhabina. Are you with me, Sister Sumayya? Huh? See, what are you doing? We are changing the form of anta into anti. Huh? Okay? So, takulu, takulina. Tarji'u, tarji'ina. Taktubu, taktubina. Tahfadu, tahfazina. Tafhamu, tafhamina. Tagsilu, tagsilina. Is it clear to everybody what was happening in the exercise? Now, in exercise number 3, what are you doing, brother? Changing the antum form into antunna. Huh, Sister Sumayya? Antum is changed into antunna. Huh? That's all. So, tazhabuna became tazhabna. Taskununa became taskunna. Tashrabuna became tashrabna. Ta'rifuna became ta'rifna. Tadhakuna became tadhakna. Are you with me? Are you following me, brothers and sisters? Huh? Inshallah. Takra'una became, Sister Naima, takra'ana. Takra'una became, what are you doing here? Same thing. We are changing antum into antunna. In Mudhariya. In Mudhariya, the form of antun is being changed into antunna. Huh? Okay? So, what was the last you did? No. Did you do your?
Yeah.
Okay. What was the thing that you did?
The last one.
Which? Okay, we did everything. But I think we forgot one. Yeah. Okay. Okay, Brother Hassan, you try to do it. Atas aluna al-mudarisa ilatan kathiratan ya awladu. No, ya awladu will change into ya banatu. So what will you say? Atas? No, alina is singular. Antunna. Atas alna. Huh? Brothers and sisters, you are facing little difficulty in antunna. Try to conjugate, write it, and inshallah you'll master it. Huh? Okay? And even if you write here on the side the antun form, it's okay. But I would request you to do it separately on a page, so that you have a clear-cut idea. Huh? Fine, brothers and sisters. Now this is another halwa puri, brothers and sisters. These are very, very easy. Very easy. Ana afhamu dasa jaidan nahnu nafhamu, brother. Come on, give me a break. This is easy, brother. Okay, brothers and sisters. Ana la adhabu ila suki kulla yawmin. What will you say, brothers and sisters? Nahnu la nazhabu, brother. This is easy. Ana ashkuruka ya ustad. Nahnu nashkuruka ya ustad. See, alhamdulillah, we can do it. Ana ajlisu amam al-mudarrisi. Nahnu najlisu amam al-mudarrisi. Very easy, brother. Ana al-ana aktubu barkiyatan. Nahnu al-ana naktubu barkiyatan. MashaAllah. Now you have a choice. Number 5. In front of every sentence, there are 2 forms of verb. Huh? Choose the correct form. Brother Muhammad, you have tadrusu and tadrusina. Which will fit here? Ya fatatu. What is ya fatatu? Young lady. Huh? Ya fata and fatatu. Huh? MashaAllah. Excellent, Brother Muhammad. Fi ayyi sanatin Tadrusina. So brother, this is also halwa puri, brother. Brother Hassan, whom are you? Ahmed. Ta'arifu. Ta'arifu isma tabibi. Allazi yaskunu amama baytina. Ya Ahmed. Do you know the name of the doctor who lives in front of our house, O Ahmed? Isma, mafulun bi. Isma. Brother Abdul Samad, limaza you are ya banati. There is no taktubina there, brother. Taktubuna or taktubna. MashaAllah. Limaza taktubuna al-wajibati bil-kalam al-ahmari ya banati. Translate, Brother Abdul Samad. No, why?
Why? Why?
Are you writing
You write in
your homework?
your homework with the pen.
With red pen. Huh? Why are you writing with red pen? Red pen is for correction. The teacher uses it. Very good. Brother Said, Ya Abnai. Abnai is Mudhakkar.
في وقت العمل تلعبنا يا بناتي.
No, you have to choose from there. You won't change Ya Abnai into Banati. No. Talabuna. You're not changing the addressee. You're selecting a verb. You're choosing a verb. So, afi waqtil amali talabuna ya abnai. Very good. Brother Abdul Mukim. See, ya abi. MashaAllah. Mata tazhabu ila suki ya abi. Are you feeling the, Alhamdulillah, it's easy. Sister Nusrat, Ya Ummi. So what will you say? Tarifina Rakma Hatif Saydaliyati. Ya Ummi, do you know the phone number of the drugstore? Very good. Sister Madina, you have here Ya Akhawatu. So what will you say? Ataqra'ana. What will you say? Ataqra'ana hadhihi al-majallata ya akhwatu. Are you reading this magazine? Ya akhwatu. Oh sisters, very good. Sister Menas, now it is your turn. What will you say? Afi mahajil jamiati ya akhi. So what will you say? Taskunu. Only you will say taskunu. Very good. And Sister Nasreen, you are nahnu. Kurat al-kadami. Nahnu la nalabu. We do not play soccer in the street. MashaAllah. Very good. Sister Maimuna. Ya. Aina tadrusu anta? MashaAllah. Adrusu fil jamia. It's very easy. But here is something very important, and you will look into it every time you will read the Quran. Brothers and sisters, it's very easy. When do you use inna and when do you use anna? When? When do you use inna and when do you use anna? Now in the beginning, because today is your first day, you will forget. But very soon you will master it. When you start a brand new sentence and you will use inna, anna will never come in the beginning of the sentence. Are you with me? Okay. So when does anna come? It will come in the middle. It will come in the middle, not in the beginning. And also, if there is a verb, qala. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? In any form, in any of its 14 forms, qala. Any of the forms. You know, we have 14 forms. In Madi, 14 forms in Mudariya. Okay? If the sentence begins with any of those verbs, qala, then inna will come, not anna. Did you get it? Again, we repeat. When do you use inna? In the beginning of the sentence or after the verb form of qala. Otherwise, you will use anna. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? Now, look at it. It's beautifully explained in the key. I urge you to read the key. Always, always. Sami'atu. Okay, now verb has come. Anna. Got the idea? Sami'atu annaha ahsanu tabibatin fil mustashfa. Got the idea? Huh? Yakuluna. Okay, verb has come, yakuluna. So it will be innaha. Got the idea? Huh? Now this you will see in the Qur'an. Huh? Inshallah, you will feel it, inshallah. Innal Qur'ana Kitabullahi. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? Started with the beginning of the sentence. Fi awalil jumlati inna. In the beginning of the sentence, inna. Ba'da qala, inna. Ba'da al-af'al al-ukhra, anna. Are you with me? Now is your test. Huh? Sister, did you do Sister Maimuna? Aisha? Adhunnu annahu talibun jadidun. Got the idea? You got to do it. Write down separately if you get time, brother. Sister Arifa, qala al-mudarrisu. Yeah, see, after qala, it will be inna. Very good. Sister Sumayya, Samiyatu anna al-mudarrisa ma ja'a al-yawm. Huh? Very good. Sister Fatima, what will you say? No, inna, it is in the beginning. Huh? It is in the beginning. Should be easy. Inna Allah Rabbi. True, Allah is my Lord, my Rabb. Okay? My sustainer, my provider. Okay. Sister Naima, Qala Zamili Inna Mudarrisa ma ja'al yawma. Very good. Sister Hafsa, Ashhadu, this is of course, Ashhadu Anna. Now you know why Anna has come. Huh? MashaAllah. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. Now, Brother Muhammad, Qara'tu fi Sahih. Yes. Sahih Fadi in the newspaper. What did you say? No, why would you say inna? Anna wazir al-kharijiyati sayarjiu min London agadan. Anna, brother. What is the translation? I read in the newspaper that the foreign minister will return from London tomorrow. Got the idea? I translated. I hope you did the same translation. Okay, Brother Hassan, Adhunnu annaka min Pakistan. I think you are from Pakistan. Abdul Samad, Qala li tabibu.
Innaka lasta
Maridin. Okay, now you translate, brother. You went to the doctor so that he write you a letter that you are sick. Huh? What the doctor said? Innaka lasta bimaridin. You are not sick. I can't write you a letter. You are not sick. So qala li tabibun. Then after qala it is inna. Very beautiful exercise. And inshallah you will be watching now when you read Quran for inna and anna, inshallah. Brother Saeed, azunnu.
أن الطبيبات التي خرجنا من المستشفى آلام من الولايات المتحدة.
ما شاء الله. أظن, I think, أن الطبيبات, because it is mansub. Tabibati is ismu, anna mansubun. ما شاء الله. Very good, excellent. Brother Abdul Mukim. من ما شاء الله. Can you translate? No, atarifina, you are asking someone in front of you, a sister. Atarifina,
you know that
the new student
which is coming,
who came 3 days ago.
3 days ago,
So she knows 5 languages. Are you with me? So here atarifina. So you are asking somebody, a sister in front of you. Atarifina annat talibata. Annat talibatat jadidata. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? You got the idea. Alhamdulillah. Okay. Oh, this is a very nice sentence, Sister Nusrat. Inna darsa sahlun. See, inna darsa sahlun. Sister Madina, yakuluna. MashaAllah. Now can you translate? Yakuluna. Yakuluna, they say that the imtihan will be in the first week in the month of Rajab. You got the idea? MashaAllah. So the point was this, brother. Yakuluna, then it is inna. Because it is the form of the verb of qala. Very good. Sister Manas, I should ask a brother to do this sentence. Okay? Atazunnu annani da'ifun. What is the translation? Do you think I am weak? So I always tell brothers, they say this sentence. Atazunnu annani da'ifun. I say, no, brother. Roll your sleeves first. Roll your sleeves and then say, do you think I am weak? Come on, I'll show you. Okay, you see, you got the idea? Atazunnu annani. Very good, brother. This is easy. Alhamdulillah. Brother and sister, Hadhil Asmaul Ayamil Ispu. These are the names of the days of the week. Okay? Just for the fun of it, brother. What kind of a sentence is this? Hadhihi Asmaul Ayamil Usbui. Jumla Ismiya. Where is our Mubtada then? Hadhihi. Where is our Khabar? Asma'u is your khabar. There is no badal here, brother. Asma'u is your khabar, wa huwa mudaf, ayami mudaf ilayhi, wa huwa mudaf, and isbu'in mudaf ilayhi. Yawmul sabti, yawmul ahadi, yawmul ithnaini, yawmul thulatha'i, yawmul arbi'ai, yawmul khamisi, yawmul jumu'ati. Brother and sister, remember these are all mudaf and mudaf ilayhi. Inshallah. Okay. Now al-kalimatul jadidatu. Dawa'un. What is the plural? Adviyatun. Now These are the things, hopefully, when you read it over and over again, you will be able to retain in your mind. Okay, brother? Adviyatun is on a pattern. Can you give me another example of this pattern? Su'alun as'ilatun, ajwibatun, misalun amsilatun, dawaun adviyatun. So keeping track of those patterns helps us to remember, inshallah. Wajibatun, we know that, homework. Jarun, jiranun. Okay? Tilmizun, talamizatun. Now, see, tilmizun is muzakkar, but the jama has got ta marbuta. No, it is the form of plural, okay? Talamizatun. Now, if it is muannas, tilmizatun, then it will be tilmizatun, jama muannas salim. Rakmun, arkamun. Hatifun, hawatifu, mafailu. Okay? Amalun, amalun. No, amal, this is everybody knows, amal, deeds. Waqtun, awqat. This is also common, especially in Urdu. Wazirul kharijiyati, kharijiyati, foreign minister. Okay. Shahida, yashhadu. Dahika, yadhaku. Got the idea, brothers and sisters? Inshallah. Lesson number Adarthul Thalitha Ashara, lesson number 13. You know I am doing it. Why? Because you already know it, brother. These are all halwa puris. We have been practicing it for so long. Whether yadhabu, come on, give me a break. Can we do 14 times yadhabu? Okay, ready? Huwa yadhabu, yadhabani, yadhabuna, hiya, tazhabu, tazhabani, hunna, yazhabna, anta, tazhabu, tazhabani, tazhabuna, anti, tazhabina, tazhabani, antunna, tazhabna, ana, azhabu, nahnu, tazhabu. Brother, and you are expert, inshallah. So here we are, brother, al-mufrad, hamidun, yadhabu. Okay, brother? Aminatu, tazhabu. Any difficulty here? No. This is gaib, huh? This is second person. Now, in this, brothers and sisters, the duals are missing. What is missing here? Duals. Dr. Sahib, Dr. Abdurrahim does the dual separately. But for our practice, we have been doing dual. Because once you do in sequence, it's easy. Fine. Hamidun wa aliyun wa hashimun yadhabuna. It's plural. Okay. Aminatu wa Maryamu wa Zainabu yazhabna. Okay. Anta tazhabu. Antum, we know it. Anti tazhabina. Antunna tazhabna. Ana, nahnu. This way I think we'll finish the book by tonight, inshallah. Okay. See the fruits of doing verbs in advance, that we could I want to do this one more, brother. It's easy. Next one you will try to do it at home, and we'll do it. Brother, you just have to use the different forms of yadhabu in this exercise. Ya Aishatu. What will you say to Aisha? Fi ayyi saatin? She is in front of you. That's Abina. We'll repeat tomorrow also, but I want you to do it quickly, brother. Ya Aishatu. So what will you say? That's Abina. We are doing shortcut. You will do Atullabu yadhabuna. Are you with me? Ana Ya ikhwanu mata tazhabuna, ya ikhwanu tazhabuna. Okay. Ummi tazhabu. Very good. Ya banati, they are in front of you. Tazhabna, mashallah. Very good. Lima la, ya Abbas, lima la tazhabu, he is in front of you. Very good. Nahnu nazhabu. Abi yazhabu. Abi yazhabu. Akhawati yazhabna hunna. Brother, you finished in 2 minutes. So it's easy. We'll do it again. So, now we have to think quickly in our mind the form. Which form will come. So number 2 exercise, you will have to choose different verbs to suit what the sentence is asking you. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? This is so very easy, brother. Inshallah. And tomorrow we'll proceed and do Fi'al Amar also one more time. Brothers and sisters, bring the blue book so that I can show you how we can use the blue book. We were supposed to bring it on Monday, but then it snowed, and it snowed, and it snowed. The roads were the whole city was paralyzed. We couldn't come. Okay. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. ربنا هب لنا من أزواجنا وذرياتنا قرة أعين واجعلنا للمتقين إماما. ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم وتب علينا إنك أنت التواب الرحيم. سبحان ربك رب العزة